Welcome to the Aramco Powered by House studio, and we've got a very special guest, Hilinski. Thank you so much for joining us.
Oh my gosh, thank you for having me.
No, is this your first time in Saudi Arabia?
It is, yes.
And how are you enjoying the experience?
I love it. It's so beautiful and everything's so new and I love it.
Now, Paris, I've been following your journey for a long time, and I absolutely love how you're doing things differently.
Thank you.
So not only are you trying to grow the game, but you almost take us on your journey. So can you talk to us a little bit? Here's some, behind the scenes footage. Talk to us why you decided to take people on the journey.
Well, really, when I started doing social media, golf social media, it was before that was really a common thing. But it was more just like an experiment, just to see how many people would really follow a 15-year-old golfer, and turned out quite a lot did. But the golf space seemed very closed off, and even for me, someone growing up very fortunate and around country clubs and whatnot, I still didn't feel really accepted by the sport. So I looked for community and stuff outside of it. And that's sort of what social media gave me. And it's been a really cool experience just to see now how everybody's sort of joining the line.
I think it's amazing. And you were very vocal about Paige Spiranak and how she's doing something different. And I completely agree with you. People don't like change. So how important has it been to build a brand around your golf?
I think it's been really important just for the game of golf in general, just to see something different. I think a lot of young kids and maybe different diversities and culture just didn't really know that golf could be for them until you sort of show there's other ways to do it than, the typical narrative that surrounds golf. And I think it's been important just in general. I've seen a lot of young kids that have gotten into the game that typically probably wouldn't. And for me, that's the best part.
That is the why.
Yeah.
Now, Paris, can we get a zoom in on this outfit? You've got a collaboration coming up. Tell us about this.
So Virgil Abloh, who started the brand Off-White, was a mentor to me. We met over social media back when I was 17, and we just talked a lot about how golf wasn't very inclusive, and he was all for trying to do whatever he could to help me feel empowered and help me sort of make it more inclusive. And so we talked every day up until he passed about doing something between myself and Off-White, and then after he passed, the brand was more than happy to help fulfill that. And so this is launching December 5th, men's and women's, so it's really exciting.
And quickly touching on that, you said that he's passed away. What was the biggest thing you took from having that communication with him?
To be honest, it sounds so it's not stupid, but it sounds so simple, but he was the most positive human being I've ever met in my life. And I think growing up around social media and again, even in golf, there's just a lot of negativity thrown your way, even towards myself, And he just really taught me to look at things in a different light and be very kind to everybody. And I think I took that from him probably more than anything else.
I can feel it with your energy. You've got that. Now, you don't just have an amazing brand and you're now a clothing collaborator. You're an amazing golfer, and you're going to Q School at the end of the year, and you're playing this week. Let's hit some golf shots. We're going to go into technical. So if you want to grab an iron.
Yeah.
Now, you work with Claude Harmon, now David Woods.
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit about, that journey with Claude, because we saw a lot of practicing at the Floridian, and then, what you're working on now technically?
Claude is so amazing. Obviously, I learned a lot about how to play the game from him, especially since he's worked with some of the best players in the world. He really got me to a place where I was able to turn pro. And then I started working with David just because I really like his theory, him and Sean Foley. I'm trying to get my swing shorter. I am triple jointed.
Yeah.
So anything I can do to try to shorten my swing and make it more consistent is the route I have to go down.
Would you say you're more a technical player or feel?
Definitely not. I'm trying to get more technical just because I think there is an element to golf that has to be technical. I've definitely always been a feel, athletic, just let it go golfer.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to sort of merge the two now to really get my game together.
Right, you haven't had a warm up. We're going to make you
perfect.
So we're going to get into the specifics. You said you're more feel, but what technical are you working on at the moment with David?
Really shortening the swing, trying to get less hinge at the top. Yeah. The more I'm on the road and the more often I play, the more sort of loose and kind of long it gets. So I'm always constantly trying to just feel 3/4 swing and half swings, and most of the time the half swing is a full swing.
It's a full swing. I've seen this before. Yeah. Let's see a couple.
Perfect.
Jacket on, jacket off.
Off if possible?
Yeah, go off. Can I put it on?
If you want.
It won't fit me.
Go for it.
I'll be the holder. Oh, look
It's
at the
actually
back as
technically
well.
a men's jacket.
Oh, it'll be awkward if it doesn't fit
So-
now.
No.
I'm gonna put it over my shoulders. Right. Let's see.
No, it looks so cute.
Yeah, we're liking that. Right. Okay. This one. I'm just. What a ball striker. And I can see there, we'll be able to look on the screen in a minute, that is good length. And what are you
Thank you.
thinking of there? Are you thinking short?
Yeah, for me that feels like more of a 3/4 swing, and like I said, just like less hinge. I tend to kind of over rotate and just trying to keep it contained, you know?
And you know, with Claude, you're talking about playing golf. You know, how important is that for everyone at home? Because that's the main bit, isn't
Oh,
it?
it's so important. You can get so wrapped up in the technical aspect, which I've definitely done in my short journey.
So have I, yeah, I've been there.
And just sort of like remembering, like, I like to keep technical on the range and kind of just take one thought, which is shorter or whatever it is, and then just go play golf. Like, it's a game at the end of the day. It's not the end of the world.
I love this. Right, let's have a little look. We can go to the screen quickly. Look at me just wearing your jacket. Right, so setup. Good fundamentals are crucial. Off-white golf shoes. Are they going to be in the collection?
Yes,
Perfect.
2 colorways.
Now, setup. What do you try and work on the basics?
So for me, I have a very strong grip, which I'm sure can be noticed. I really haven't done much to change that because I think your grip is your grip. Like, it's a hard thing to change. But I do try to focus on trying to make sure my right hand doesn't get too underneath it, just trying to feel like there's pressure between my thumb and index finger. And it just kind of helps keep the face more square than not.
And it's a good tip for everyone at home because, you know, the trail hand does help control that club face on the way back. Now, you're talking about, I love how you stay centered. That's probably something with the philosophy of Sean Foley, David, Claude. Now, I mean, that looks pretty good to me in terms of swing length. Are you happy with that?
Much better, yes.
I'm going to have to take this jacket off. I'm boiling. Yeah, are you happy with that?
Yeah, much better.
And anything else that you like with that move at the top of the backswing?
Really, for me, like you can see here, I tend to get a little bit too far on my left side, which is a product of me just kind of getting long and picking up out of the swing. So kind of feeling like my right leg straightens a little bit just helps keep everything contained.
This is textbook McAgrady, Sean Foley. You're like me, you're absolutely love. Now I love the lag you're creating here on the way down, and you're so centered over the golf ball. Impact, beautiful, which is the main part. Paris, you're good to go. Let's see a couple more shots.
It's getting there.
You spoke about mentality with your mentor. How much has that helped you actually when you're playing golf as well?
It's been like such a huge part of my game. I think as I've gotten older and as I've gotten better, obviously like you have higher expectations, but like I said, after working with Virgil, it's just a much more positive outlook. You know, what can I take out of a round that maybe wasn't great? Instead of, you know, beating myself down, what can I take out of it and learn from? So
Paris, you're an
huge.
inspiration.
Oh, thank you.
Seriously, if you get someone like that, Virgil, and people like that in your life, and how important it is to have good people around you.
Oh, 100%. They're make or break your whole career.
Right, let's see a couple more, and then we'll let you get ready for this week. You're dialed in.
Trying to be.
Paris, best of luck. Shorter
Thank you
backswings
so
for everyone
much.
at home.
Yes,
More face
please.
control. And good luck with the collab.
Thank
and
you
also
so
at
much.
Q-Skull.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
I'm going to hold this up.